paras korkeakouluopiskelijalle.
Hello everyone and welcome once again to a new episode of Visit SeAMK. Today we have a special guest and as usual we have introduced during the previous episodes different professors and heads of degree programs and people who talk about their experience as teachers or lecturers. In this time we have some of our students visit us today here and they are studying into different degree programs and we'll be asking them some questions. Hopefully you'll get some information and get encouraged maybe to join us in the future. All right, so let's begin. I would like you all to please introduce yourself and maybe tell us the degree program that you're studying. Also, if you want to add where you come from and how long you've been in Finland, that would be great.
Hi, my name is Andali Fossen and I'm from Bangladesh and I am here almost 1 year and my study program is agri-food engineering.
Hi, so my name is V. I'm a second year student in agri-food engineering and I'm from Vietnam. This is my second year here in Finland.
Hi, I am Simon. I am studying automation engineering and this is my second year. Yeah, I've left. I like it here. Yeah.
Well, hello, I'm Charline Casmajor. I'm from France and this is my third year in the degree International Business at SeAMK.
Very interesting. So can I just recap? You guys studying agri-food engineering and automation engineering, international business. Okay. And what are you guys hoping to, or what would you become when you graduate, or what would you like to do after your graduation?
Yeah, after my graduation, in my study field, I am going to start business or something after my graduation. It's depend after that.
Well, for me, to be honest, before coming to SeAMK, I was very clueless with my future. But after a year studying here, I just feel very connected to this food industry. So I think that I want to become somewhat a researcher in this food industry in the future.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah, I've always had a different career. I've been a teacher before and then I thought like, I should do something about my dream that I've always been to be an engineer because actually my uncle was an engineer, so that's some sort of a big dream. So when I had study about Finland and I thought, oh, Finland, and then I saw Seinäjoki, SeAMK. I said, okay, this is the right opportunity for me, and then I stopped teaching and I continued studying, and I come here and I think that's the best opportunity that I have. And after I finish it, if I don't have a job for this time, but I can create something that is automated and stuff like that. So that's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, for my future after graduating SeAMK, I feel that I have a lot of opportunities that are open to me. So it feels quite complicated for the moment to choose something, even though I guess I will just go to the fields I like the most, like digital marketing or digitalization or even international representation for companies. So I guess I will see.
Yeah, that is very nice because, for example, if I can take a little bit of what each of you said, you know, even though you're studying an engineering, you might would like to be an entrepreneur or researcher, and it's so interesting that even though during your studies you can take courses, you know, elective courses, you know, on business, for example, and even business students can take a couple elective courses in engineering if there's an interesting topic, and those opportunities are given here, and I believe you have been taking that chance, that opportunity. That's great. Okay, so you've been in Finland already for how long? Can I just briefly ask you guys?
More than 1 year.
More than 1 year?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years?
1 year.
1 year?
More than 2.
Okay, 2 years. And what has been kind of the best experience that you have and also the most challenging experience?
Yeah, there's a lot of good experience, but not enough the bad experience. You know, the most good experience is their people are so polite, and the shortly I said the most challenging thing is the winter season. because we are come from Asia, and it's for difficult for us cold season, winter season, and otherwise everything is perfect. I'm yeah.
Yeah, totally. I also agree with Alip because for me, the best experience I've had so far in SeAMK is meeting new people from different culture, and I feel very grateful for this opportunity. But the most challenging one is definitely in winter, especially when you have to wake up 8 a.m. for a class when it's snowing outside. But other than that, everything is good.
Okay. What about you guys?
Yeah, okay. I'm from Cameroon, and where I come from, people are so I don't know how to say it, but they communicate so easily, and that it's find it so difficult for me to like be cool, and because the people are so cool and quiet and keep their space. So we just have to respect that, and that is challenging for me because I like to talk, and yeah. But apart from that, everything is fine. Apart from the summer, winter storms, my friends are saying, which is very complicated and difficult because I've been working in Asia for like 6 years, and it's hot, really, really hot there. Coming here during the winter is like in ice, and it's so difficult. But then other things like moving around and social life and all those kind of things is not really that easy, but it is okay because even though they have the peaceful part of it, they also have the social part of it, which is interactive. So, and then about living, maybe it is about financial stuff. Well, before coming, if you prepare very well, then in a year, maybe like prepare like 2 years or something like that. And then apart from that, I think everything is perfectly fine.
Okay. What about Charlene?
Well, I would have a different experience because actually my most memorable moment here is the first time I've seen snow. And it was so magical for me to see such an amount of snow, and I love the brightness it brings in winter. And yeah, this is like for me one of the most appreciable moments I had in Finland. And of course I also enjoyed so many events that SeAMK organized with different internationals but also entrepreneurs here in Finland, in Seinäjoki, and this was like great moments. Regarding the challenges, obviously, yet I will still agree on these weather issues. However, for me it would be more the summer that are rainy than the winter because I love the snow so much. But yeah, apart from that, I don't see these big challenges because all the time SeAMK is supporting us so well to actually face these issues. So I've never really felt overwhelmed.
Great to hear. Great to hear, and I think something very special to learn from the Finnish culture and the Finnish society is how well they're able to adapt, to the weather conditions. Because whether it's snowing or raining, or if it's hot or however it is, things keep running. People go to school, people go to work, and kids go out to play, even in the middle of a snowy winter. And yeah, I think it has been for me personally a big lesson, to see how just things go. Back in my country, if it's cloudy and rainy, it's like, oh well, we don't go to school today. But here, people just adapt and continue. In your studies, you are going through different courses. Would you like to mention like one or two of your favorite courses and why? One of the courses that you like or enjoy the most, and what's the reason?
If I may start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, in my courses, I'm doing automation engineering, which is of course automated. Everything is supposed to be automated, and of course, when we just came here, we were like studying the first year, the first few years. I was like frustrated, like, oh, I'm a teacher, I'm a physics teacher, like we are still studying the same mathematics, paperwork and stuff like that. Oh, but now I see we started doing the real thing, and I see like, okay, we now do automation, simulation, and I see how machines are moving by themselves, and then just touch on the computer and stuff like that. So one of my best topics was like Python, where you have to like create something like codes and stuff like that, and then give command and things happen. I'm like, wow. this is good. And then now we're doing 3D card, which is very interesting. You can draw diagrams and then draw machines and then automate them and simulate them in a way that you see how the thing is really clear. So in that moment, I'm like, okay, my future, this is my dream. So that's my best part of it.
Do you have a lot of opportunities to keep practicing other than the course that you do? Like, do you have chances to go back to the premises to school and to continue using the equipment or the computers and everything that you need in order to continue at home, for example, to taking classes and you know, on your free time,
Yeah.
you can continue learning?
We have applications and that we it is in the computers in school, and then they give us code and stuff like that. You can put it on your own machine, then you go back and then you can work on it.
Okay.
And of course in school we have up to 4 to go into school. But if you're in school at any time, there are some particular rooms that full of computers that you can use anyone, and then there are some courses that you can use only on a particular computer because the teacher just have that class for himself. But you can access, if you can mail the teacher, you can text the teacher, and then the teacher will give you access to the room. Anytime, it's very accessible. So-
Nice, interesting,
Yeah,
interesting.
so
That's good to know. Anyone else would like to?
Yeah, but the courses, well, I mean, it's quite complicated to just choose a few because actually there is such a wide range of courses offered at SeAMK. And well, personally, I really appreciated the content creation course or digital marketing because the teachers are just amazing. I'm also thinking about digitalization of business, but I also really loved the courses about the different cultures, like business in a certain area of the world, because this is so enriching to actually know from someone who is from this part of the world how it is working there in terms of culture, but also in terms of business. So yeah, and I like my colleague here, Simon, actually I really appreciate that we can and we have the opportunity to practice this much in SeAMK. We have all like the facilities to do so, and we actually work on real study case, real enterprises and companies that are perhaps, for instance, in Seinäjoki, and it reminds me of this Innovation Week, for instance. So yeah, that's cool.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, for me, apart from those subjects that are related to our program, the subject that I found most interesting is actually Finnish, because before coming here, I was so scared of the language. I'm not very much of a language person, so I'm scared of learning new language. But after learning Finnish, I feel like this language is so much interesting, and the teacher really helped me and the students to really understand the language. Yes.
Yeah, and my one is food chemistry lab and chemistry lab, and it's so good. Our teacher is Sarita, and she teaches everything practically. And we maybe made some actions things, lot of chemical reaction. How can we make some lactose thing inside the milk? Yeah, a lot of things we do in our chemistry lab class. So yeah, that's why I like those things.
Nice. Well, you seem to be enjoying your studies, and I think that's really good. So, guys, what should a student consider when starting their studies at SeAMK and living in Seinäjoki?
Well, if I may answer first, I would say that you need to be prepared to the culture shock, and you should consider that here you are in Finland, so you must respect the Finnish ways of doing things. Of course, you can always add your little touch. That's not an issue, and it's even welcome in SeAMK and in Seinäjoki. However, you must be prepared that, well, you have to be always on time to the courses. For instance, you should be quite discreet with the others in the street, not yelling or being too noisy, for instance. There are some things that you must respect, obviously.
Regarding the costs of living in Finland, what has been surprises for you?
So, to be honest, I was expecting everything to be much more expensive because it's a European country, so the cost of living can be quite higher than usual. But if you find the right stores and ingredients that you need, it's actually pretty affordable. And with good financial management, then you can have quite a good amount of supplements with affordable price. Yeah.
Living around like financially is some sort of like, as they're saying, yeah, from Asia, and I've been there for some time, and things are pretty cheap, you know. And this is my first European country, and I know, of course, maybe it's not only Finland, but most part of Europe is a little bit expensive than where we come from. And of course, Finland is maybe higher because I've been to Italy, and things are, it's not, and I don't know, but a little bit cheaper. But of course, the lifestyle is different. The lifestyle is different. Now the difference what I've seen is like, okay, after sometimes when I came here, I'm working here, I'm paid here more than people that are paid in the other part of the place. And as a student, it's different. For me, I think it's okay because students also have a student discount. Like when I'm a student, you're moving to Helsinki, you have a student discount with your card. Like if it is 40 something euro for train, you cut it by 2, like you have like 20 something. So I think that's fair. And if you go with your slice and your application to some stores, they give you discount. So it is, if you check at it, look at it closely, it is fine. But then it is going to be very expensive for people who cannot take their preferences, as my colleague was saying, because you have to check your preferences. What you're supposed to do now, what is not supposed to do now. For example, some of us, we can go out to club and stuff like that. Instead of going to drink at a club, maybe you can take two stops home. Then you just go to like maybe stroll and maybe just one in a club, and then that's, you're calculating your things rightly. And secondly, if you have your card, like the school card, you can go to some clubs free. So I think is something like you need to know the preferences that you have, and then know the opportunities that you have, and then ask, like, okay, what are the advantages of students in this university? Because we have a lot of cards that we have. This card, this card, this card. If you're sick, you go to the hospital, you have some reductions and stuff like that as a student. But now, by the time you become maybe a worker, your pay is also high and your expenses is high. So it's just fine. That's my take.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our university also provides some lunch things, so it's also a bit cheaper if I compare the other place. And those lunch items, it's so delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap and full
Yeah,
of
full.
different, like
Yeah.
it offers a huge variety. Like we can eat very well, and I mean it's totally feasible. Is it a word? Feasible, doable, possible to live with like a small amount a month. Like my colleague said, just managing all your money. And with all the discounts, you should have a lot of fun.
Now, living in Seinäjoki for 1-2 years, etc., I believe you have found your special spots, places that you like to visit. Would you like to tell us about it?
Yeah. Like my favorite place is Utalo. It's the nearby hospital, but those places look so good. There is a big lake, and also the forest area. And inside the forest, you also allowed to make some barbecue and some etc.
Is the forest open for everyone?
Yeah, it's for everyone.
Okay. And what about the barbecue? So you can just chop down a tree and
Yeah.
make a fire?
They also arrange the wood.
Okay.
So you
No,
don't
but
make-
there is, I believe there is a small area, right, where you can do the barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 spot in all of the forest.
Last winter, my Finnish friend, they brought me to this hills. It's not so far away from the school, and we went for snow sliding there, and it was so much fun. And I'm really looking forward to doing that again this winter.
Nice. You guys.
Yeah, I've never ridden a horse before. I went to, I don't know the neighborhood. I don't know the name, but I had a horse riding there, and it was so cool. I'm looking forward to skiing next winter. Yeah, I think I'll go to Lapland or something like that. And I'm looking forward to seeing what do they call it? The light.
Aurora.
Northern Lights.
Northern
Northern Lights.
Those are the things that attracted me in Finland in the first place, and then before, like, yeah.
But you haven't seen Northern Lights here in Seinäjoki.
Yeah, we
it's
saw it
Idia
one
Park, yeah.
night. One night, like it was like blink, and then Yeah.
But 2 days ago they were real Northern Lights.
Yeah,
And I was so jealous
you missed them.
because I was sleeping midnight, too late for
They
me.
told me in the morning I saw pictures.
Midnight too late for you.
Yeah, I'm a grandma.
Grandma.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I really like there are a lot of hiking spots around Seinäjoki, and there is one like another one that the one near the lake, which has these wooden racks to walk on toward the tower. And this is like so nice. I think the view is like in the middle of how do we call that, like empty land, but it's very like the landscapes is changing the whole way through, and I love it. There are so many spots to walk around. It's just like the nature is like has its full rights in Seinäjoki. That's what I love. And obviously I have some favorite spots to eat and have some drink, but that's a top secret.
Oh, top secret.
That's-
Okay.
yeah.
So can I recap by saying that whether summer or winter, you guys have been able to find something to do?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. I also can recall a couple of favorite things to do during both summer and winter, but I think something very nice is the freedom that we have to go to the forest and to do these activities, you know, without actually having to pay or spend money or to go too far away, because we just have forest everywhere, and I think that's very nice.
Yeah, and one more thing, in the forest side, in the summer season, you can also bring the berry things, mulberry, crowberry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can collect
You
by
can
yourself.
freely collect
Yeah,
the berries.
it's totally free. Yeah, berry.
And the mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Personally, I never really done that, but I know of people who have, and they really like it. Yeah, they enjoy it. All right, I have one more question. Why should an applicant choose SeAMK as a study place?
May I say, well, look around yourself. I mean, we have these kind of facilities, such a big campus style here we are in, and it's like new, proper, like we have so many things at our disposition to work and learn, but also have fun and meet new people. And I guess you have a lot of lab to work in, and you too, and we have so many like materials to do. I don't even know how many things. And the campus is huge, and the facilities, like the people in SeAMK are actually really advising you, and they are not only taking care of your courses and study program, but they actually do care of your real person and your mental health, and how are you really going, do you need help. And it's all the time like so reassuring, because we are all from different country, far from home. It can be hard, but like in SeAMK it's far beyond just studying. It's about the people, I guess, like really they take care of us, and that's the most important.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with how the teachers here are so welcoming, and they are always ready to help anytime we need. For example, Mr. Andres here, so good, such a nice teacher. But yes, I've met so many amazing teachers, and they are also enthusiastic, and they're just very helpful too. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the best in your studies, future endeavors. And yes, we all want to welcome and see you here.